What's up, everybody? This is Chicago-based R&B singer RJ Griffith, and I just released my very first EDM track called "When We Love." It's a new single featuring UK artist Becki Yates.
Now I see what my mama told me about you, but you can't tell me nothing. Now I see what my mama told me about you, but you can't tell me nothing. 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 But you can't tell me nothing.
The title of the song is called "When We Love," and as you all may know, that's a general statement. When we love, so many things happen in love. When you're in love with somebody, you do crazy things. You will spend all your money just to impress that person that you're in love with. You would just do all kinds of things. And we have ups and downs when we're in love with people. Love is not just a full-on positive experience. Even though we will want it to be, it's not always. So when we love is just a song that explains the emotions that a woman and a man may feel after being alone in the middle of the night, and we just want somebody to hold us, or want somebody to cuddle with us, or want somebody to make love to. It's just all these different emotions that take place when you're in love and when you're missing that significant other. Love is just a beautiful thing. Love is a dangerous thing, and love is what the world needs. How the song came about was, as you all know, the whole world was in the middle of a huge pandemic. Artists like me who do music full time, we lost out on all of our gigs. We couldn't perform anywhere. We couldn't socialize with anybody. We couldn't even touch people. So, like the rest of the world, I was in the house, trying not to go crazy, and I was listening to music. And I was listening to some Jason Derulo, and I was listening to that song, Want You to Want Me, Girl, you the one I want to want me. That song. So I was like, man, I would love to make a pop/EDM track, like Jason Derulo, because he's one of the best at crossing over with music. So I was like, hey, I've never done an electronic dance track before, and I was like, hey, let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? We're in the middle of a pandemic anyway. So my manager ended up reaching out to Becki Yates' manager, and I told her, hey, I have a song idea, and I sent over reference vocals. So I reached out to my producer, Genius Picasso, and I sent him some reference songs from Jason Derulo, like, hey, I would love for you to be able to make a song like this. He was like, hey, I've never done an EDM track before, but hey, let's do it. It's fun. So he ended up shooting back his instrumental, and I was like, man, it's dope, man. I love it. And so then I reached out to one of my writers, Charlie Davis. I said, hey, let's make an EDM song, and a love song at that. And she was like, hey, that sounds dope. And so that's why we ended up coming up with this song during the pandemic. The writing process was fun, because we were all trying new things, and we just wanted to make something fun, wanted to make something dope, and something that people could relate to. And, one of the things that Charlie and I were talking about in the session was, how our parents have told us, like, hey, you need to leave that woman alone. You need to leave, that guy alone. We've all dealt with that kind of thing, and it's like, no, I love this person. And so that was the main line in the chorus, said, now I see why my mama told me about you, but you can't tell me nothing. And we've all been there. I know I've been there. My mom telling me, hey, you need to leave that girl alone. I'm like, mom, you crazy. Look, this girl is great, and I want her. But it ended up being toxic. Then we say, but you can't tell me nothing. And so many people nowadays are in toxic relationships, and they keep going back and forth to them. And people keep telling them, hey, you need to get out of there. But they don't listen because you can't tell them nothing. It's just something about another person or significant other having like a hold of you, a spell over you. And it could be love and it could be toxicity. So you have to be able to determine which one you're dealing with. The writing process was super dope. You know, the whole point of it is just you're wondering like, why is this person doing this to me? Like I start the song off, or I start the verse off saying, it's after 3 a.m. and I'm alone. Thought you said you were coming. So it's like, have you ever been stood up by somebody late at night where you was expecting to either Netflix and chill or go out or just kick it or just you know what? So it's just one of them things, you know. So it's 3 a.m. and you left me alone? Come on now. So many people can relate to that. You know, and it goes back into the, now I see why my mama told me about you, but you can't tell me nothing. So it's just dealing with those different emotions. And it's like, dang, I know you stood me up, but I'm gonna text you tomorrow, you know, because I'm in love with you. And then we explained it from a female perspective. You know, she's saying, fall back. I should probably fall back, but I'm too busy waiting for a call back. Now, what you call that? I hope you got the answers, because you're the one I'm asking. Look, a female be waiting all day or weeks for a response back from a significant other. We've all dealt with this, you know. So having two sides of the story, like, man, I just got stood up by this girl, but wait, this other girl, she's waiting for a response back. I know a lot of you can relate to being left on red, so that sucks. I'm grateful that I don't have to deal with that anymore, but yeah. But during the recording process, we just had a lot of fun in the studio, you know, just playing around with different vocals and different things. So I ended up recording the reference vocals to send them to Becki, you know, having to sing in somewhat of a female tone so she can understand the direction that we were going with in the song. And she executed on a level that was like mind-blowing. Such a beautiful voice, such a great vocal performer. And if y'all didn't know, she was on the X Factor in the UK. So, there you go. And so she's dope. It was just a great process, a great experience overall. And once we got our vocals back, it just took the song to a whole nother level. It was incredible. Such a pop tone in her voice, just beautiful. So after the song was written and recorded, it just turned out to be this great, beautiful masterpiece. You know, two artists that have never met in person in the middle of a pandemic, being able to express what so many people feel and go through when we love. Like I said, it's just one of those things, one of those feelings that we go through. Everyone has been in love for the most part, and we've done crazy things. We done showed up to that person's house unannounced, you know, because they ain't responding to us. You know, it's just different things. And some people, y'all done damaged cars and burnt clothes and all that. I hope that wasn't out of love. But, you know, you just have to be able to deal with those things. And like I said, love is such a roller coaster. It's a beautiful roller coaster when you allow it. You know, and working through those emotions and working together, that's what makes love. Love. When we love, the world needs more of it. The world needs to see more positive couples in love and not toxic couples. There's a difference, people. You gotta stop mistaking toxicity for love. There is a difference. So overall, it was an amazing experience. Being able to work with Becki Yates for the first time, you know, being from the UK, we've never met before. So I'm looking forward to working with her more in the future. My amazing writer, Charlie Davis, for just writing such an incredible song. My boy, James Picasso, for producing such an amazing song. And for me being able to produce and, you know, provide the vocals and just being able to help take the song to another level, performance-wise, and just having fun and just putting out a great song for the world to vibe to. So if you haven't already, please go check out RJ Griffith's When We Love, featuring Becki Yates on all streaming platforms. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. Check it out. It's a dope track. It's a feel-good song. It makes you move. It makes you dance. It's a great thing. Once again, my name is RJ Griffith. Please follow me on all social media platforms at RJG Music. My website is rjgriffith.com. Hey, please check out all of my music on all music streaming platforms under RJ Griffith. Check out the new single. Check out all the other songs that I have out. Hey, and shout out to MusicOTFuture for having me on their platform. I deeply appreciate you, Gemma. Thank you so much. It's been a great experience.